Rouge has an amazing stage selection and an even better music arrangement. Considering this, you may think that others would have done their due diligence to cover her sections without any bias, but unfortunately, most coverage of Rouge is only in one category. So looking at what others ignored, let's look at these truths about Rouge and her stages that are up here. Dry Lagoon introduces us into the peaceful jazz vibe of Rouge's levels flawlessly, with the vibrant color palette clearly paying homage to Neon Casino lights, which actually almost upped the age rating from an E10+ to teen back when this game was getting rated. Though no matter how peaceful Dry Lagoon starts, we are interrupted with the cries of a turtle being hounded by Gun. While we save the turtle due to it seeming innocent, unfortunately if we slow down the cry sound effect, we can hear the whole truth.
I'm a criminal.
After our diving session with the criminal, we find a group of butterflies within 3 staring heads. Here, if Rouge gets near the butterflies, it seems as though they are causing her to float with the wind they generate. But actually, Rouge is just deathly afraid of butterflies, and starts flailing when they touch her. We get a cutscene at the beginning of Egg Quarters with Rouge saying she needs a key to get inside Eggman's base, though knowing she's a spy, obviously she would have the knowledge to lockpick into any room she desires, implying that Rouge simply wanted to flex her treasure hunting skills in this level while maybe finding a gem or two. Deep in the Egg Quarters, we come across the pick nails, which is a little odd because Rouge clearly isn't a pick-me, meaning the story writers originally made Rouge a pick-me, but changed this late into the writing process. Strewn throughout these halls are rockets that are armed and usually point towards where Rouge needs to go to proceed, though thinking about it, almost every character has similar forms of these rockets that they usually follow blindly, so if Gun ever decided to put some of these in the wrong direction, they could easily deceive every hero and dark character with ease. On to Security Hall, we instantly learn of an intern who is just terrible at his job, because when he was tasked with hiding the Chaos Emeralds, he decided to put one inside the first robot he saw. The treasure scope is also located in this stage, and while it is very useful for hard mode, due to its thin build, every time Rouge finishes a level with it, it snaps right as she does her victory pose, usually costing her more treasure to repair it than she even found in the first place. With how many vaults are in Gun's security hall, Gun obviously has more to keep secret here than just the Chaos Emeralds. And judging by how every vault has the same dimensions, the answer of what item is stored here is really easy to deduce. Clearly, Gun has the biggest stockpile of trapezoidal prisms in the world. Why one organization would need the equivalent amount of trapezoidal prisms to destroy all life on this planet is unknown, but luckily, Gun set a requirement for anyone to utilize these prisms. The prism utilizer must be mentally sane, but anyone who is sane wouldn't deploy such a devastating weapon, leading to a permanent stalemate with their usage. Rouge's fight versus Flying Dog is terrifying. With how fast this gun mech is able to fly, it almost takes Rouge out during this engagement. Though, luckily, Rouge knows that during this mech's manufacturing, they left in excess dog programming, making it so every time the Flying Dog does a barrage, it tries to chase the bullets in a straight line instead of Rouge. Mad Space begins by guiding Rouge directly to the iron boots, allowing her to break steel containers with ease. Though, going by hardness of metals, it makes no sense for iron to be able to break steel. This implies that Rouge has insane leg strength that compensates for the lack of hardness in iron, allowing the iron to break steel even when it shouldn't. And with how mad this space is, it's no wonder it would have 3 planets all with their own gravity, but one thing about their gravity is it seems to confuse Rouge's sense of balance and motion. While you may think the wonky controls on these planets were due to the limited technology of 2001, this was simply due to how the constantly changing gravity affects Rouge's echolocation, disorienting her severely. Many steel containers across Mad Space have a lot of bombs in them. Who put them here is unknown, but with this many bombs, enough to even destroy Mad Space, someone clearly was mad at this space. One constant across every area in Mad Space are these metal octagons that either have a star or a moon inscribed in a hologram above it. Usually these are just used to pinpoint an emerald piece, but the repeated imagery of a moon and a star must mean something more. Looking at the moon, it's a waxing crescent, which signifies the end of an era, with the star signifying what era is ending by its 5 points representing the 5 Sonic games, Sonic 1, 2, and 3, plus Adventure 1 and 2, being the last mainline Sonic games Sega would develop for their own console. The final boss of Rouge's stages is Knuckles, and Bro is fuming that Rouge took a few of the Master Emerald pieces. Though, in hindsight, knowing Rouge plans to give the pieces back to Knuckles brings up the question of why she decides to still fight him. Judging by how the combat that takes place is very close quarters, clearly Rouge simply wanted to pickpocket Knuckles' wallet off of him before she gives back the emeralds. So even when she gives away her pieces, she can just buy herself a new gem with Bro's credit card. And that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please do what you see fit to this video.